Hi, everybody, and welcome to Analytical English. I'm Karen.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is November 20th, and we're on page 57 in your magazines. And today we have another guided composition exercise for you. This time it's a composition based on pictures. You've got 4 pictures here to give you a story idea. And number 4 is a big question mark. You're going to have to fill in the ending yourself. Our title is A Haunted House Adventure.
好，中文标题是勇闯鬼屋啊 ，A haunted house 就是一个有鬼在那边出没的一个房子，也就是鬼屋。
Do you believe this stuff?
I'm not sure actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then you can kind of comment as we go along. You know, what exactly is a haunted house? Why do people think it's haunted? I think it's often because it's deserted and it can contain some danger. I don't believe in ghosts myself. But because it's deserted, there may be like some crumbling boards and things. When you step on them, you get hurt. So I can understand why people might think it's haunted because there is danger there because it's not being taken care of.
好，那这个其实很多所谓的鬼屋其实是一个比较荒废的这个地方。好，那常常荒废的地方就会有一些奇怪的声音啊，那这个就会有人觉得啊，这里好像是有闹鬼一样。那我刚刚讲我不太确定，是因为我基本上不觉得大部分的鬼屋，绝大多数的鬼屋应该都是假的啊，只是说有的时候你就会在网络上看到一些号称是真的影片，如果那影片真的是真的话，那就真的是有一些无法解释的现象啊，例如说有东西会移动会怎么样的啊，但是我想应该是我相信99%的大概都是有科学解释的。
I think it's 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Another thing is, if a place is deserted, abandoned, that means that some vagrants might come in and stay there. So some people who have no other place to go, or maybe some criminals may go there. There may be some undesirable people inside. So that's another reason why it can be scary.
那有的时候如果说像鬼屋通常都是废弃的房子，那里面可能就会有一些流浪汉啊或怎么样的啊，这个一些这个不知道在哪里干什么的人，逃犯什么的啊，所以呢你也许这是另外一个原因，你会让人家觉得这个房子好像闹鬼，因为晚上那里明明没有人住啊，可是晚上会传出一些很奇怪的声音，其实可能就是这些流浪汉发出的声音。
Yeah, that's right. Let's look at our directions.
这个文章呢提示部分告诉我们说，要仔细观察以下3幅连环图片的内容，而且想象一下第4幅图片可能的发展，那写出一个涵盖连环图片内容而且有完整结局的故事。
It was so short, I missed it. Okay, now on to the next part.
好，那写作挑战部分呢，我们讲到说看图作文啊，这我们每次都会提醒各位啊，就是你要去先注意一下啊，这个图中人物啊，他的脸部表情啊，这个情绪、穿着、人物互动等等的，你要写的就是这些东西。那当然你要有时间、地点啊，还有事件啊，把这些细节串起来。那通常你可以用第一人称，就是你就是当事人啊来写，你也可以用第3人称，就是你是个旁观者来写。那用旁观者来写的话，通常来讲，这个图里面的人物就各自会有各自的名字了啊。当然你用第一人称也可以啊，当然第一人称也可以有名字，但是第一人称是从自己的角度来写的。那不管你是第一人称、第3人称的，你都要记得你的这个剧情呢要合逻辑啊、合理，那也就是重点要分明，要有开头、发展、结尾。好，然后第3点要注意就是你要善用转折语来串联一下每一张图之间的关系或者是发展，好，才能够写出流畅的看图说故事。好，不要天马行空的到处跳跃式的，这边讲一点，那边讲一点，然后讲到起来，后来啊，对了 ，by the way 哈 ，I forgot to tell you 什么什么的，那就故事就不好看了啊。所以呢，你要按照顺序来，而且你可以随着故事的发展，可以适度的对图中人的这个图中人物的情绪多加着墨一下，这样子你的这个文章会更丰富，更有可读性。
So before you start, just very quickly write out a short outline. You can do it in Chinese, just so the ideas are clear in your head. It will save you time when you are actually writing.
好，那不管是什么样的作文，如果在考试的时候写作文呢，或既不一定考试，你自己在写东西也是一样啊。最好你先有一个 outline 啊，这样子的话，你比较知道你这个文章的走向，而且这个写起来会比较快，比较有效率，你比较不会这个写出离题的东西。
Especially when you're trying to write in English, if you are trying to manage both the content and the language at the same time, it may be too much and your content may suffer, and the language as well. So it's better to have a clear idea of the content, maybe even sort of think it out to yourself in Chinese first. Then all that's left to deal with is the language. You can deal with the language by itself. It will be a lot more manageable.
那尤其是你用外语写作包括你用英文写作，如果你的母语是中文的话，你用英文写作的时候，你就会这个注意到说，你就会发现到，如果你同时要兼顾内容跟你的语言的话呢，你常常会觉得难以兼顾所以你先把内容先写出一个 outline 出来之后呢，你再用这个使用语言去表达这 outline 的时候，你会比较轻松一点，因为这个时候你比较可以专心注意你的语言问题。
And proofread at least twice.
Yeah. 那记得要这个检查至少检查2次因为自己写的东西通常有什么错误比较不容易看出来，所以至少要检查2次。所以如果在考试的时候，你就要时间分配要注意，你要留时间检查那如果你自己在家里面写东西的时候呢，那当然也是要留时间检查，而且有的时候检查时间就是你写完之后，如果能放1天放个半天再回去检查，那会更好因为常常你如果马上写完马上自己检查的话，因为你的脑袋非常清楚你刚刚写的什么东西，所以你的大脑会骗你就是你可能这个字你明明拼错了，这个地方你明明没有写清楚，可是因为你的大脑知道你在写什么，所以你看过去就觉得没什么问题没什么问题但是如果说你写完之后你放个半天放个1天，你大脑已经有点被其他事情干扰了，有点冷掉了再回来看的时候，你就可以比较清楚这里怎么会这样写
Right. And this applies to your native language as well as English.
Yeah. 其实你用母语写作也是一样你用中文写东西，如果是重要的东西的话，记得尽量要留时间所以你事先就要规划。例如说你这个报告这个报告很重要，你礼拜2要交，那你最好礼拜天就把它写完那礼拜1再看一下再修一下，这样子的话东西品质会差很多。
Many successful writers will tell you that writing is rewriting.
很多的这个有名的作家都会，或成功的作家，他会告诉你说，其实写作就是不断的这个重写，不断的修改。
That's right. And it's so easy to miss word endings in English, especially if your native language is a language like Chinese where you don't have them in Chinese. So the EDs, the S's, the INGs, you need to take time on that because you are not going to think of it naturally. Your brain will just kind of flow along, putting down the root forms or the yuanxing of the words. You have to catch that stuff when you reread. In fact, it's not only you. Even I myself as a native speaker, because different parts of your brain add the endings to words. So if I don't reread, I'm going to have that kind of mistakes too, and I'll look at it and just laugh. I'm a native speaker. Why would I do that? Because that part of my brain wasn't really paying close attention. I was paying more attention to content.
所以这个英文的那些字尾ing ed s 那些东西是大脑不同的部分所负责的，所以即使是母语人士他在写的时候，他都可能会把那个 ed 可能都不见了该加的没加
It should be ed, but I wrote ing.
Yeah.
When we're typing, especially because we do it fast, and it's kind of a muscle memory kind of job.
Yeah. 所以这个尤其打字打快的时候，我自己有时候也会发现，就是写英文的时候因为打得很快，所以再回头一看这里怎么漏了一个字那因为你打的时候打太快了，你就中3个字你打了第一个字跟第3个字中间那个字不见了你自己就不知道
Yes.
所以你要回去这里少了一个字然后这个即使是母语人士也要回去检查他的 ing 那有的人可能会觉得说没关系啦，这个 ing ed那动词看得懂就好，千万不要这样想，千万不要这样想那因为我有个亲戚的小孩现在在英国读小学，他就是这样子读中学，他英国读中学，他们的英文作文，因为他的英文其实这个几乎像母语一样，可是他的作文分数一直不高。他有一次寄他作文给我看，我就看了之后发现你当然不高嘛，这个 ed ing 你都没有给他好好的弄清楚那他后来我跟他讲的时候，他说这个很重要当然重要后来
come on, he didn't know that?
Well, 他大概不是觉得那么重要，没有放在心上，但是他后来改的时候现在就很好，
就好了
然后他就说突然之间怎么分数进步这么多
Yeah.
我说当然那个老师看到你这里该加 ed 你不加 ed 你给我写个 ing 他就觉得你这个乱来嘛对结果你改了之后他就不错因为他其实他的文章写得很好。
The same thing happens with any language. If you're that sloppy with your Chinese, you're not going to get good grades.
Yeah, 你如果中文写得很漂亮可是错字一大堆那你这个分数不可能高Yeah.
All right, next part. And here we're going to take our ideas and make them more concrete.
好，那这个构思方向呢，我们检视图片之后，我们可以想出以下的这样的剧情。好，我们取了一个名字 Roy。 好， Roy 呢邀请一些朋友一起去学校附近的鬼屋探险。那他跟朋友到达鬼屋之后呢，他们拿了一个小手电筒要准备进去。这是个很有趣的 detail 哈，他们拿个小手电筒，那更容易吓到。他如果说
Because you can't shine it over a large enough area.
Yeah， 因为你小手电筒照不到什么东西嘛，所以更容易这个吓到。你进去的话，如果每个人拿个大手电筒的话，照得亮亮的，就比较不会那么怕了。
That's true.
所以呢，他接下来当他们进入到主卧室的时候，他们发现到一个衣衫褴褛的男子那所以他们就惊慌的逃出了鬼屋。那故事的结局是呢，Roy 他发现说那个男子其实是个流浪汉，不是鬼啦所以他就打电话给这个流浪者收容所的他就打给这个流浪者收容所的热线，请他们协助最后呢，他做了一件善事，帮助了这个流浪汉。
There are a lot of people like that around, and they find places to hide. And they're usually not scary, but they're often mentally ill.
那其实这个很多像流浪汉或者像会在这种地方出现的流浪汉，他们很多时候都是心里面也许心里有点障碍，心生障碍，
精神病，
所以这个碰到这种人的时候呢，你当然能够帮助他就帮助他，但在去帮助他之前自己也要多注意自己的安全。
Right. Usually they're not that scary. I mean, they're just people in a really bad situation. All right, let's go on to our next part, 动动脑. Here we're going to put our outline into English. For our topic and our title, we have a haunted house adventure. And our time and place are a haunted house near Roy's school. Wow, if it's near Roy's school, I bet a lot of people have been curious about this place. Actually, we had one of those places too. There were people living in it, but the house was really run down. So we had all kinds of rumors about what was going on in that house. Okay, next is our characters. We have Roy, some of his friends, and a homeless man. And moving on now to our introductory sentence, we have Roy loves adventure and pretending to be a superhero, like Superman or Batman.
好，所以他说呢 Roy 他很喜欢 adventure 很喜欢冒险，而且呢他也喜欢 pretending to 这个地方这个 loves 有两个受词，一个是 adventure 没有问题，名词当受词。那第二个呢，它是用动名词片语当受词。那一般来讲，我们是希望 and 它前后两边连接的东西最好是结构上也是一样，但在这里好像不容易所以呢，我们只好说好，前面那个是单纯的名词，后面 and 连接的第二个是 pretending 是个动名词。好，所以他很喜欢呢冒险，也很喜欢冒险他当一个 superhero 一个超级英雄就好像这个 Superman 或者是 Batman.
Guys really have that kind of fantasy, don't they? Being a superhero.
Yeah. 这尤其小男孩。
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always amazed me.
Yeah, 很喜欢披个大毛巾就当做披风，然后就
A cape.
Yeah.
A cape, yeah. It always amazed me. I guess I used to watch those programs too when I was a kid, but thinking about it, I think it's so funny that we have that obsession with being a superhero.
Yeah. 这个我倒觉得这个中间有一点改变。我们以前都是 Superman 大家都想当这个超级的这个超人，是自己超人。
Yeah.
自己很厉害就好，但是现在都是叫 superhero， 就是好像是 it's not enough to be a Superman, you have to be a superhero。因为 hero 可以去救人家 ，Superman
But Superman did that.
Oh yeah, that's true. 但是名字上面看起来 Superman 只是我是个超人，我很厉害。
But mainly it was about helping people and saving people in desperate situations. So I think it's the same thing. You know, men have this idea to show that they have more power than others and they can save people who need them. They need to feel needed and they need to feel strong.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so probably being able to save people is a sign of power.
That's right. It also gets you the girl.
Yeah. 所以我觉得这是最后的。
That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
All right, for our development, for picture 1, we can write, he invited some of his friends to go to a deserted, haunted house together.
那他就邀请了他的朋友那 some of his friends 就是他很多朋友，他请了一些邀请一些呢去一个 deserted 就是一个废弃的一个鬼屋他说我们一起去吧。
Picture 2, taking a small flashlight out of his pocket, Roy slowly entered the old house with the other kids.
这个是分词构句他从他的这个 pocket 里面呢 take something out of your pocket 就从口袋里面拿出来，就他拿出来这个小小的一个手电筒那慢慢的 slowly slowly 在这里要表达就是他不是说一下就冲进去了，他们因为有一点怕，有点担心，有点在 adventure， 所以是慢慢的进入啊，所以慢慢的进入这个旧房子啊，跟其他小孩一起进去了。
Because if they go too fast, they're afraid that they'll miss seeing something that they should pay attention to, some potential danger maybe.
Yeah, 因为如果他们走进去太快的话，可能会没有看到什么东西，没有说不定那个鬼会躲在哪里，他们没注意到什么，到时候把自己吓得更惨啊，所以慢慢一步一步来。
Picture 3. When they entered the main bedroom, the boys spotted a man in dirty, ragged clothes. Now pay attention here. Why do we say dirty, ragged clothes instead of ragged, dirty clothes? Which one is more inherent? Which one is less easy to change?Yeah,
这个要看哪一个比较不容易改变，哪一个比较接近这个事物的本质。
Right, that's exactly it. Which one is more inherent? I-N-H-E-R-E-N-T. I-N-H-E-R-E-N-T. Inherent. That's 属于它的本质是不容易改变的东西。The more it is inherent, the closer it should be to the noun that is being modified. The easier it is to change, 比较临时发生的一些变化，一些特色的话，越远，就是摆得越远。So, dirty is something you can take care of by throwing it into the washing machine. But after you pull it out, ragged clothes are still ragged.
所以比较是本质的，比较不容易改变的这样子的形容词呢，就是表达一些比较本质的比较不容易改变的特性的这些形容词，通常会离修饰的名词越近啊。那比较容易改变的，比较一些临时性的性质的形容词，就会离这个名词比较远。那这里呢，我们衣服有两个形容词，一个是 dirty 脏啊，一个是 ragged 啊，就是褴褛破破烂烂的。那哪一个比较是它的本质，哪个比较不容易改变呢？当然是破破烂烂的嘛啊，因为这个衣服破破烂烂是它的本质啊。那 dirty 只是说它现在状况是脏的，但是你把它洗的时候它就不脏了，但是问题你洗完之后它还是破破烂烂的。好，所以破破烂烂这个本质是比较本质性的一个形容词，表示它的本质啊，所以这个时候呢 dirty 要放前面， ragged 要放后面。
Right. Okay, in our concluding sentence, even though they didn't see a ghost, Roy ended up doing a good deed just like a superhero. Now, we don't know what happened here. To get us to this conclusion, we'll find out when we read the composition. But this is kind of a nice ending.
好，那这个结尾其实还不错啦，虽然没看到鬼，但是他做了一件好事啊 ，ended up 有那种意外的感觉。他们本来是在这里看鬼的，可是结果却是
到头来
结果却是，这就是 ended up 啊，所以到头来他做了一件好事情，就真的跟一个 superhero 一样。
Here's our model composition. Roy loves adventure and pretending to be a superhero like Superman or Batman. He also loves ghosts and scary stories. So naturally, when he heard that there was a deserted haunted house not too far from his school, he just had to check it out. He invited several of his friends to join him, but only a couple of them were brave enough to accompany him. Sure enough, when they got to the abandoned house, it did look like it was haunted. Taking a small flashlight out of his pocket, Roy slowly entered the old house with the other kids. The place looked completely empty, until they entered the main bedroom, that is. At that moment, the boys spotted a man in dirty, ragged clothes. Everyone screamed and ran out of the house except for Roy. He plucked up his courage to talk to the man and soon realized he was just a homeless man. Wanting to help him in his time of need, Roy called a homeless shelter hotline and asked them to help the man. They didn't spot any ghosts this time, but Roy did end up doing a good deed just like a superhero. Nice ending. Okay.
这结尾也不错
Yeah, back to the beginning. Roy loves adventure and pretending to be a superhero like Superman or Batman. Now, don't say pretending to be superhero. You can't do that. You have to choose either a 不定冠词 like a. So if you say a superhero, then you can give examples like Superman or Batman. Actually, the original said pretending to be superheroes. I changed it to a superhero because you can only be one superhero at a time normally.
好，所以一次只能这个当一个 superhero， 所以这个地方呢 superhero 是用单数会比较好一点。
So don't just say superhero. You either need to add an S, pretending to be superheroes, or add the indefinite article pretending to be a superhero, which is, to me, I think the most appropriate here.
所以这里用单数会比较好的，而且用单数的话，后面可以直接接例子哈，例如说 Superman 或者是 Batman。
Why is neither of these a Chinese superhero? Chinese have superheroes too. I guess they're different. All right. Yeah. He also loves ghosts and scary stories. Now, I'm going to tell you another change I made here. Originally, it said, and other scary stories, but a ghost is not a story.
Yeah. 所以这个地方原来是写说他也很喜欢 ghosts， 然后呢 other scary stories， 但是问题是 other ghosts 不是故事哈，所以你加一个 other 在这里就没有意义哈。如果你是说这个 ghost stories and other scary stories， 那还可以，文法上可以，可是鬼故事跟吓人的故事，很多时候你是没有办法区分的。
It's redundant.
Yeah.
So he also loves ghosts and scary stories. That's okay here. Next sentence. So naturally, when he heard that there was a deserted haunted house not too far from his school, he just had to check it out. Now, I'm going to mention a few things about my intonation here. So, intonation is a continuation rise. So, 要上升. Naturally, 很自然的, when he heard that there was a deserted haunted house not too far from his school, 准备后面要接什么? He just had to check it out. Had 要念得很重。
因为 had 就是他非得这样做不可啊，所以很强。他非得去看看不可啊 ，check it out， 去看一看啊。所以当他知道说，哎，学校不远有一个这个鬼屋的时候，他没办法，这一定要去的啦。
He invited several of his friends to join him, but only a couple of them were brave enough to accompany him. Oh gosh, these guys are all scaredy cats.
他找了几个这个朋友去啊，一起去就 join him， 但是呢，哎，只有少数几个人呢。够勇敢来陪他去 accompany， 大家记得他就是他的意思是 to go somewhere with somebody 啊，所以你不要说啊，我很喜欢这个听音乐来 accompany me 哈，那个不对哈，所以 accompany 一定是陪某人到某地去，叫做 accompany。
Sure enough, when they got to the abandoned house, it did look like it was haunted.
Sure enough 就是果不其然，果然的意思啊，果然他们到了这个地方的时候呢，看起来果然像这个鬼屋。
Taking a small flashlight out of his pocket, Roy slowly entered the old house with the other kids.
这句话我们看过了。
The place looked completely empty until they entered the main bedroom, that is. 中间有很长的一个破折号。
这个地方看起来是完全是空的，没有人住。然后呢，后面一直到他们进入了这个主卧室that is 这个That is 在这里它是弱的声音啊，那它的意思其实就是什么？它就是 to give more accurate or specific information about something we just mentioned。所以它这里它前面说这个房子看起来全部都是空的，是全空的啊，也就是that is 就所谓全空的意思是。一直到他们进入主卧室之前
是全空的，可是后来发现并不全空。
Yeah， 所以这个 that is 在这里，其实这种用法大家可以学一学，这英文很道地的一种用法，就是这个都是空的一直到他们进入这个主卧室，然后再附加一下这其实这个很重要的讯息，就一直到他们进入之前都是全空，所以 that is 放在这里。
加了一个小小的一个但书。All right, at that moment, the boys spotted a man in dirty, ragged clothes.
spot 就是看到他看到一个人呢他们进去就在那个时候，他们看到一个人穿着这个破旧的衣服，很脏很破旧的衣服。
Everyone screamed and ran out of the house except for Roy.
每个人都尖叫跑出去除了 Roy 之外，这个地方用 except for 是因为 except for 前面常常这种跟 every 连在一起，前面有 every 什么什么什么，后面就很容易出现 except for， 就每一个都这样的，除了这个之外。
He plucked up his courage to talk to the man and soon realized he was just a homeless man.
鼓起勇气，大家学起来这种用法 plucked up his courage to do something 所以呢他鼓起勇气最后了解到终于知道这只是一个无家可归的人，一个流浪汉。
Wanting to help him in his time of need, Roy called a homeless shelter hotline and asked them to help the man.
所以他想要在这个人需要帮助的时候帮助他in his time of need 就是需要帮助的时候，所以他打电话给这个homeless shelter hotline， 然后呢要请他们帮这个人。
They didn't spot any ghosts this time, but Roy did end up doing a good deed, just like a superhero.
啊，这个结论句意思跟我们刚刚看到的结论句意思差不多啊。他没有 spot， 没有看到任何的鬼，但是最后总算是做了好事。
I suggest bringing a bigger flashlight if you're going to go into a scary house. That's it for today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.